Okay, we'll just kind of ease back into this. It's been, like 7 months or something?
Yeah.
Well, we got new music, new studio.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, somebody was listening to us. Anybody you know? I don't know.
I forgot. I'm looking over there. You're looking over here.
No, I'm looking at I'm looking at you this way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome back to Left Coast Love 2020. It's now 2022. I didn't want to have to change the website every year, so we're just going to keep Left Coast Love 2020. We've taken, 7, 8 months off from our last episode. And lots happened, right, Parker? We've been busy, very busy during the rest of the lockdowns. So we have a bunch of stuff we can catch people up on tonight, or even just kind of talk about and share. We moved to a new house, so we're in a new studio, right? Mm-hmm. What did you think of the move?
I wasn't here for most of the move. I was with Aaron. Remember, we kept going to Target.
Well, do you like the new house?
Uh-huh. Cat doesn't.
I know. Our new house is only about 1.5 miles from our old house. But at our old house, we had, our cat could be an indoor-outdoor cat. And where the new house is,
we're right on a big, busy road.
Yeah, there's a busy road in front of our house, so our cat's had to adapt to becoming an indoor cat. If you want, you can check him out on Facebook. He's got his own page, Stanley the Cat of Novato. Lots of pictures there. You're back in school now with your friends, right?
Uh-huh.
Are the Zoom classes, are you glad that's over now?
Yeah, and I like it a lot more being in person. It's a lot harder to mess around now. So I would always get distracted at home.
So you're in junior high now, right?
You're my dad.
So yes. What's the biggest difference from junior high, from elementary school to junior high?
There's definitely a lot more people. There's a lot more groups. It's really not that much. PE's a lot harder. So is the math.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of gym class.
I think we all know why.
Yeah, Wheatley's chosen last every time. I try.
Well, I have friends in PE, so.
I had friends, but you guys don't do dodgeball, right?
No, we do the peaceful version of dodgeball.
What's it called?
I don't remember. It's like peace ball or something.
Peace ball. Is that where you just hand the ball to someone on the other team?
No.
And if they drop it, they're out?
No, we're throwing what would you call them?
Are they the gym balls? Those red?
No,
boing, boing. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, but they're a lot softer. They're like the foam.
Oh, okay.
And you're not allowed to throw them as hard.
Not a Nerf ball, but a little heavier, but still spongy.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a sponge cake that's been hardened for 5 years in some random kid.
They're just trying to keep you safe. Speaking of keeping people safe, so we started going back to the movie theater, and Parker, you seem to be a big fan of the 4DX experience.
Why do you say you've never been there before?
So we go to these movies now, and sometimes we'll do the 4DX experience. So you get 3D glasses, and then your chair is like an amusement park ride. So at different parts during the movie,
you just get thrown around.
It'll shake you, it'll tilt forward, it'll tilt backwards. There's extra lighting, there's smoke. In Spider-Man, when it was snowing, right?
Yeah, they had the foam, the Insta snow.
We had the fake snow coming down on us.
Yeah.
And did we saw Black Widow in 4DX.
Yeah, we saw that with me. That was the first one we saw.
And in that one, when they had the explosions and stuff, they even had smoke bombs well, I don't know if it was smoke, but they had the dry ice machines throwing the fog up in the movie theater. And I don't know.
And then they had right beside your ear, the little air shooters.
Oh, I forgot about those two. Yeah. So
Those hurt.
especially in the car chases because they have all the wind blowing at you.
Yeah.
What else have we been up to? Well, we've experienced all of the different variations of getting vaccines and boosters.
Mm-hmm.
We've stood in line outside in the sun.
Inside in a dead mall.
Inside, well, no. Also, we went to your school.
Oh, yeah.
To get yours. The first one was at the school.
Were both mine at the school? Both doses?
Right. So when? Oh, so what? Didn't you get a shot when we went? Oh, you just got a test that day,
Yeah.
right? When we went to the clinic over.
Oh, I just got tested.
But then that was some medical office I never even knew existed,
Yeah.
right? Like we're like, oh, check this out, and then. One of the dead mall, there's like 4 stores left in it. They had the old kind of open area set up as a clinic, so I got to stand in line a couple of times there. One for my booster. And
it used to be like a Victoria's Secret or something.
Oh, that's right. You got your booster in an old Victoria's Secret store. But didn't they have some of the giant cutouts from like an old toy store or something?
Yeah.
Wasn't there like Han Solo from Star Wars?
Han Solo?
Wasn't it Han Solo?
Han Solo.
Han Solo from Star Wars.
You say like it's Hans from Frozen.
You want to build a snowman?
I remember the scene with the big giant snowman. That gave me nightmares. Remember in like the big fight scene, the giant snowman with all the icicles sticking out of him.
God, for a movie I've seen like 100 times. But you know what? It's been so long. We haven't gone back to revisit it. We'll have to throw that into it. But the other thing we've been doing, at least I've been doing a lot of since we stopped doing the podcast, was torturing you guys with the Nick games. So,
yeah, I've become a vlogger.
A vlogger. So what's your YouTube handle?
Parker Wheatley.
Oh, just Parker Wheatley?
Yeah.
Straight up? Okay.
I can pull it up.
Oh, what do you got there?
My Nintendo.
Where did you get that?
Heather.
For?
Christmas.
Wow. Well, you're making me work for it. Because, yeah, it's been so long. We've actually had birthdays and Christmas. You turned 13. I turned way old.
Dinosaur.
And then we had Christmas. In the new house, first Christmas in the new house. I thought
that was nice.
I know. I thought our tree in our house came out. We didn't go too crazy with the lights outside. We just had like cheap plastic Santa bolted to a table that lit up.
My most recent search was Among Us Squid Game.
You watched all of Squid Game. I did not.
Yeah, I watched it with Sophia.
So that was the other thing we just, I'm sure everybody else has been doing a lot of, which was all of the different streaming shows.
Cobra Kai.
We did. We watched Cobra Kai, but see, you and Mommy were late to the game with Cobra Kai because I was already through Cobra Kai and caught up, just waiting for the new season.
You get it? You watched it before I did.
You had to go all the way back to the Karate Kid movies and relive the 80s that way. But I think it's interesting because Stranger Things has made, well, and even Riverdale, have made 80s stuff, I don't want to say cool, but like you have
trendy.
Right, but like they had the shopping malls. You've seen enough shows where they've shown the 80s and stuff, which is when I was growing up. So when I talk about like going to the mall and hanging out at the mall with my friends, and then you go to a mall with me now and you're like, why would you come to here to hang out? Like,
it's hard to pull up on here. It's not like showing up right. It's not showing my YouTube channel.
It's all right. I'll put a link in the show notes. Isn't that what they say on podcasts?
I don't know how some podcasts. I don't know.
So then the other thing I've been doing a lot is reading books.
I do that too.
And I don't know. I think at one point it was just everything. It was everybody talking all the time.
Yeah.
Even the news stopped being the news. The news was just reporting on, like, here's a bunch of crazy stuff a bunch of people are saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been reading a lot of comic book history books.
Mm-hmm.
So, at this point, because I've read most of the comics and I've been reading them my whole life, so I like to learn more about the areas and the people that I don't know that much about. And I thought it was real nice this weekend because you came with me. We went over to Concord. Yeah, it's about an hour away.
That was an hour drive?
Yeah.
What?
I know, it didn't seem that long, did it?
Like 20 minutes.
That's because I am so entertaining as a driver. With my tack glasses on.
And your tales of how the oil refineries and...
Oh, well, if you're not from the Bay Area, so driving from where we live in Marin over to Concord, you drive over bridges to get to the East Bay, and that kind of puts you in an area where in the San Francisco Bay we have there's an oil refinery and some things there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of ships coming in. So I was explaining to Parker it's very industrial and looks dirty and smokestacks and you can literally see the property values change within a 10-minute drive. You're like, wow, these houses are really nice, and then 20 minutes later you're like, are those people living in shopping carts? But Concord's a pretty nice town, and they had a one-day comic book convention. And for me, it reminded me of kind of the comic book conventions when I was younger, where it would just be like what we went to. One day, a couple of rooms in a hotel, and that's it.
Yeah.
Not like New York Comic Con, or even when they do them in San Francisco, or down in San Diego, where they're huge and go
Isn't
for
San
multiple
Diego like
days.
the big Comic Con?
That is the big one. They haven't done it for 2 years now.
And then there's the Comic Con International, where they have like all the... That's where I watch all the interviews with the Flash cast and some of the Marvel ones.
Comic Con International. Where did they do that one? I didn't see that.
They do it like everywhere.
Oh,
it's where they do most of their interviews. Or a good chunk of them.
Yep. Oh, speaking of, let's go back to malls here. So, you and I watched the documentary on a dead mall.
Yeah.
An hour and a half of our lives that we will never get back.
On a dead mall.
On a mall that's already dead in Alabama. And the narrator for this documentary, I think it's just called The Mall. You can look it up. I think it was on Netflix, maybe.
No, I think, wasn't it like Amazon or something?
Oh, it might have been Amazon, but it's just... Anyways, you could Google it. It's called The Mall. And for people of my generation, or Parker's, if you've been watching like Stranger Things or any of those, even it was set in the 80s too, right?
Late 80s, early 90s, I think.
But they still had like the kids.
Yeah. They were in like the really ugly t-shirts and the...
Wow. Really ugly t-shirts.
What do you think of it? Oh, Justice for Turtles on Hulu. Justice. They did them wrong.
Oh, they took the Turtles off Hulu?
Yeah.
And now...
I'm going to make you get Paramount if they go there.
Have to do for Paramount.
I'll pay for it myself. I will give you $12 a month for Paramount.
Well, I have 2 cards here, so I thought maybe you'd want to talk a little more. You gave me these this morning. I used them as my show and tell for my... Well, I have to do all my meetings on Zoom, and you can't talk about anything that's even...
mildly fun.
Well, I don't want to say fun. You just don't want to get anywhere near anything that might be controversial. So, when I have like 3 or 4 minutes before a meeting, I thought these were fun. So, what's this? A Pacacetus?
Yeah, so, look at the back of the card. What does it say? It's
a mammal with 4 legs, and it's a sea creature.
Doesn't it say like not blue too?
Why is it not blue?
It's not blue. It's yellow. It's orange.
Well, I could. Yeah, it's yellow.
So Pachycetus, they're like extinct animals. They're like sea dogs. They either could be scaly or furry. So for math, we had to do like these probability cards for learning about probabilities. Probability?
So do they live in the water or do they live in land?
Mix of both.
But they're mammals, so they give birth to live babies and they feed those babies.
Yeah, so they're different kind of Pachycetus.
Where do they live?
They're dead.
No, well, what part of the world when they were alive?
I don't know. This is for math class. I don't know. This is for math. I just had to draw one.
And then I got a picture of a dabbing anteater.
It's not dabbing. He's like kind of, going in for a hug, It's like
That's how.
I looked up anteater because I wanted to draw. Or no, what did I look up?
Oh, because I was trying to figure out, like, we got one extinct animal, one regular, like one animal that's still in the world today, and they were on two different cards, so I was like, I don't want to wake up one day and have you put a blue card with a picture of me on it. Right? Like, is that the code? I'm trying to crack the code here because they both have 4 legs.
Let me grab the other one.
They're both mammals.
High five.
So why? What's the...
These are English.
This doesn't make for exciting podcasting.
I was getting the rest of them. I threw them away.
Let me see. Oh, why would you throw these away? These are amazing.
Do you want them?
I want to know what a 6-legged lion is.
Well, he can't have 4 legs. That's the thing. He couldn't have 4 legs. So there's a lot of animals missing a leg or have 5 extra legs.
A turtle with toes?
It's supposed to...
A toad turtle?
It's supposed to be the rap with fighting the Foot Clan.
You do know that turtles do not wear masks.
Yeah, but the turtles did. We all know that...
A capybara.
A capybara. How do you not know what a capybara is?
Isn't it like a giant rat? Isn't it like it's a huge rodent?
Yeah, and?
And don't they live by the water?
I don't know.
I don't know that they're, like, they don't buy... Wow.
Which one is it?
It's the wolf.
The wolf with the sob story?
A sad. What's the matter with the wolf?
He was going camping with his pack and isn't it like a fly or something ate his leg?
Bit his tail off?
No,
what that is?
What is it?
Bit off his leg. Wow.
Wait, what bit a fly?
Yeah, when a fly bit off his leg.
Yeah.
So it's either a really small coyote or it's a very large.
It's a wolf, not a coyote.
Or, you know why I got confused? Because what was running down our street the other day when we were driving our car?
Coyote.
So again, not most people that don't live here wouldn't expect to see a coyote. Well, I guess we shouldn't expect to see a coyote running down the street. Why does the manatee have lip gloss on?
I don't know. I looked at manatee and that was the first photo I saw.
The first photo of the manatee. Wow, I've heard of a 3-legged dog. And I've even seen 2-legged dogs where they put the little cart on them.
Yeah.
Like the reverse wheelbarrow. A 5-legged dog.
It can't have 4 legs.
It's an interesting mix of like, okay, like I would expect, cat. Like, hey, animals, cat, dog, right? Axolotl?
Axolotl. They're like little oversized fish. Or I don't know what they're like fish. No, they're lizards.
But they live in the water, right?
Yeah.
They're aquatic.
Yeah, they're aquatic.
And a dolphin with a 6-pack?
And buff arms, yeah.
Alright.
Hey, I got extra credit on these.
We're keeping these.
I got extra credit for them because they were so cool. My teacher said I gave them so much detail.
So much detail.
Yeah.
Well, we got a trip to New York coming up. Are you excited?
Yeah, I can see Grandma.
We do. We get to see Grandma. We're also going to venture out into the world of airports and people flying.
Can I vlog?
We're going to keep a... You know what? I think we should just keep a low profile. We're going to put our masks and hoods and our tack glasses on.
But I need content. I'm always running out of content.
Yeah, well, let's not videotape anything at the airport.
What if we see like two really buff giant rats fighting each other?
Look,
then what?
If somebody starts losing their marbles, then you can, well, like everybody else, right? We'll be one of the 10 people to send in the videos. But I think
TMZ.
I think I just want to go see Grandma and go to the Tipsy Moose.
Bacon mac and cheese.
Do some bacon mac and cheese. But, all right, well, I think we might have covered everything we've been up to. There was one... Oh, I know what we got to talk about. Because here's another thing you've started to do since the last time we've podcasted. And I wanted to talk about baking. Cookies versus cakes. So... We have a problem in this house here. For some reason...
We can never make cookies
Cookies
right.
just don't happen.
They're either too soggy, too firm...
Too dry. Too rock-like.
Don't come after my cookies.
Too...
Rockland likes my cookies.
Too chipped my tooth.
Rockland, Warda, and Zoe liked my cookies.
They were so hard.
They were good cookies.
So I think here at this house we'll dedicate ourselves
out of cookies.
We do great with cakes. And
yeah,
muffins.
We do good on cakes.
Cakes, cupcakes, muffins, sweetbreads, everything of that sort.
Just between us, but I remember it all too well.
Well, I think that's our notice here. So.
Wait, what? I don't know.
I think we're out of stuff to talk about for tonight, but it was fun to get back. For the 3 people and the 2 Russian bots that...
we appreciate you, Russia!
Russian bots, we thank you for giving us...
Who's the guy from Ireland?
Well, we'll have to check. It's been so long since we've posted anything. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll promote it on Facebook or something.
The random Irish guy.
And the random Irish guy and the 2 Russian bots. But again, for the folks that were listening to the old episodes and shot us a message, it kind of inspired us to get together. We hope you like.
You know who you are.
Yeah, don't.
You know who you are.
Don't make us come looking for you. We hope you enjoy the new studio.
Love you. Bye.
Is it time for the music again?
Oh, sure. Oh, well, I thought it was just gonna end.